Good day, students. Welcome to our virtual class in Social Studies, Grade 9 students. Your teacher here, Miss Michelle Joy. This video is a video for recap and makeup class, especially for students who weren't able to attend our virtual class during our live discussion. So class, before we proceed with our topic for today, let's have a short recap or review of the last topics that we have studied yesterday. So we have studied about elements of a crime. There are two elements of a crime. Number one, actus reus or criminal act. Number two, mens rea, guilty mind or criminal intent. In here, we have to consider the purpose, knowledge, negligence, and recklessness. The objectives of the lesson for today is students must be able to know what a sentence or punishment is. So in here class, we are going to study some of the sentences or punishments that are being done if you break the law and if you are proven guilty without reasonable doubt. So class, our topic for today is about sentence and these are the words to learn. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and your speaking skills even if you're just at home. Number one, punishment. Number two, fines. Number three, incarceration. Number four, house arrest. And number five, restitution. So let us discuss these 5 words one by one. Punishment. It is an action or penalty that is imposed on a person for breaking a rule or showing improper conduct. Punishment aims to control behavior through negative means. So class, when you say punishment, it means this is the thing that should be done for people who break the law so that next time or other people will be motivated to follow or obey what is being asked to do. The second word is fines. So class, what do you mean by the word fine? Fine is a sum of money exacted as a penalty by a court of law or other authority. So it means class, you have to pay a certain amount of money to the government for breaking the law. Next, number 3, incarceration. So when you say incarceration class, it means shackled behind bars, imprisoned, either by law or by faith. You have been incarcerated. You will be put to jail or prison. It depends on the crime that you have committed. Next class, we have here house arrest. What do you mean by the word arrest? If the police arrest somebody, the person is taken to a police station and kept there because the police believe they may be guilty of a crime. But the difference is when you say house arrest, the people or the person that is being arrested is going to stay inside the house for a long period of time. Example, a man has been arrested in connection with the robbery. Next, the last word, restitution. So restitution is payment made to someone or the giving of an equivalent value to compensate them for damages or loss. In restitution class, you are not going to pay the government, but you are going to pay the person that you have caused the damage to. So these are the 5 words that we are going to encounter in our next slides. Punishment, fines, incarceration, house arrest, and restitution. Okay, class, so let us now discuss what are sentences. Please open your social studies books on page 43 and please highlight the underlined words or the words that you can see in the monitor because it means they are the important ones. So, what do you mean by sentences? So, class, sentences are punishment for convicted defendants or the suspects who are declared guilty of a crime in a court of law. Always remember, class, that accused will still innocent until they are proven guilty by the court of law. There are different types of punishment, class. We have here petty fine, detention, fine, confinement, imprisonment, or even death penalty. So this is from the lightest offense to the heaviest offense. And there are more other punishment or sentences, and we are going to study some of it later on. Class, let us now discuss the punishments for convicted defendants one by one, the ones that are in your book. The first one is death penalty. Means the convicted defendant is sentenced to die for his her crime. It depends on the country because not all countries are the same. Some death penalty are being done through electric chair or lethal injection. The second one is incarceration. Means the convicted defendant is to be housed in jail or prison. Jail, shorter term, prison, longer term. The third one is probation. Means the offender serves in the community instead of incarceration. So you are just going to serve the community instead of you going inside the jail or prison. Next, number 4, we have boot camps. Are generally for first-time offenders in their late teens, 17, 18, 19, or early 20s like 20, 21, 22, 23, and even 24 years old. So boot camps class, you are going to stay with the soldiers to practice your sense of responsibility. Next, number 5, we have house arrest. So, an offender sentenced to house arrest must spend all or most of the day at home, way better than incarceration. Number 6, fines are common for first-time offenders convicted of crimes such as shoplifting and traffic violations. Next, class number 7, restitution. So it requires an offender to pay money to a victim, whereas a fine requires an offender to pay money to the government. So restitution, you pay directly to the victim or to the person where you caused the damage to, and fine, you pay to the government. Number 8, community service. Can be required to pay the community back for harm done by doing work that benefits the public. So, like this one in the picture. And the last one, asset forfeiture, consists of the government seizing of personal assets like your house, your car, or even your money used in a criminal enterprise. we now come to the end of our discussion. So it's time for us to do the activity for today, which is August 18. Please answer the following questions. Question number one, define the term sentence. So how did you understand the term sentence based on our discussion? Number two, what is death penalty? Please answer on your own words. Number three, boot camps are generally for whom? Number four, name two crimes that are punishable by fines. And number five, in asset forfeiture, who is going to seize personal assets? Good luck! So class, we now come to the end of our discussion. I hope you understand our topic today, which is about sentences. If you have any question or if you want to share your ideas, opinions about our topic, please feel free to send me a message in our Google Classroom account or in my personal line account. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you again next week in our virtual class. Goodbye!